My name is Kailesh Pandey. I am professor and vice chair of the Department of Physiology at Tulane University School of Medicine in New Orleans. I presented my talk at the International Academy of Cardiology Annual Scientific Session 2015, 20th World Congress on Heart Disease, which is held in the Vancouver. And this is a great meeting, matter of fact. And I presented my talk on the natriuretic peptide receptors. Matter of fact, the cardiac hormones, heart synthesizes the hormone, which is very important to balance the heart function throughout the life of the human being. And these hormones are secreted from the heart, particularly atrium of the heart, in response to stress, particularly when the vasoconstrictive agents which increase the blood pressure, and blood pressure is increased, then heart senses that is very high blood pressure, it has to be reduced, then it starts pumping out these hormones, and they are called, since they are present in the atrium, it is called atrial natriuretic peptide, and also one is called brain natriuretic peptide. Originally it was found in the brain, but now it is largely present in the ventricle of the heart and also a little bit in atrium, and these two hormones, they regulate the heart function and the homeostasis of the body. So, they are secreted in response to stress and other pressure acting hormones which increase the blood pressure, and then they are secreted, move in the plasma, they go throughout the body, and particularly they bind other protein which is called a receptor, and they are present on the specific cell types in the kidney, vasculature, in the brain and heart itself. And in that way, they bind and function, and more molecular mechanism occurs, which is various steps, and then blood pressure is reduced, particularly by excretion of the sodium and water from the body. This is the original finding which was discovered about the ANP and BNP role and its receptor. Now, we are looking its major function in the heart itself. So, we are seeing that when you disrupt the receptor gene in the mice, and then we find that mice develop very high blood pressure, and also they have congestive heart failure after 6 months of age. Mice age is almost 3 years, 30 months, but they die, these mice, when the receptor is not functioning, this hormone is not functioning, just within 6 months. So, it accelerates the aging process, and same time aging of the heart, and then heart failure occurs and heart does not function. And we found that this hormone is protective mechanism for the heart itself. It is present in the heart, and but is secreted, it has to be secreted out, then bind the receptor, then it can go again in the cell, either heart or kidney or vasculature, adrenal gland, and that way this removes the all forces which are increasing the blood pressure, it blocks their function. And in that pathway, it also blocks inflammatory responses of these hormones, other hormones, which are increasing inflammation and hypertrophy of the heart. So, in long run, it protects the heart, does not let it grow longer, very stronger size or heavier size, which we call cardiac hypertrophy, and also fibrosis occurs in the disease condition. So, the forces which increase the blood pressure or which increase the inflammation, and they block the ANP BNP also function somehow, we are finding now. So, although ANP BNP or ANP receptor, it antagonizes the function of other hormones which are vasoconstrictives, inflammatory and hypertrophic. So, but sometime it also gets defeated when those forces are very high level, and when drug is not given to the human being, hypertension is not treated, heart failure can occur after some time. So, that is the whole summary of this work, that this hormone receptor system antagonizes most of the forces which is called vasoconstrictive agents and inflammatory agents, and it protects the heart. But once in the long run, when the patient is not taken care and blood pressure is not reduced and person does not go on medication, so then hypertensive heart disease can occur. And also this hormone blocks various genes which are inflammatory in nature and hypertrophic in nature. So, that way two mechanisms it takes for this action. One, to stop the heart to stop the heart inflammatory agents, and also it protects the heart from hypertrophic agents and also from the overload. So, that way it protects the heart in long run, but certainly once other forces are very high, then certainly we have defeat and heart failure can occur. So, I recommend that, but people have to go early on to get the diagnosis and see what is the problem, and if blood pressure is high, they should check the blood pressure, very easy to control the blood pressure. If heart problem is there, then also medication is available, and then person can remain healthy.